I used to think I could beat the market, until it beat me over and over again. I used to jump from one hot stock to the next, growth stocks, crypto, day trading, you name it. But I was always left with the same result: losses and frustrations. I bought multiple stocks at the top, held some random altcoins I barely understood, and even tried day trading stocks and options. I was glued to charts, Twitter, and so-called influencers who looked like gurus, but were really just selling me courses on strategies that didn't work. All while I chased quick, easy profits that never came. Over the years, I lost more than $20,000 trying to outsmart the system. The worst part is, I used to think I was doing something wrong, that all the hard studying, courses, and sacrifices would eventually pay off. But the truth is, I was playing a game rigged for me and retail to lose. Eventually, I hit a breaking point. I asked myself, why am I trying to sprint in a game that rewards marathon runners? It wasn't until I shifted my focus to long-term investing that everything changed. That's when I discovered dividend and value investing, but not just any dividend and value stocks. I focused on high-quality companies like Coca-Cola, Walmart, Home Depot, and diversified ETFs like SCHD, VYM, VTI, VOO, and SPY. Instead of trying to time the market, I committed to investing consistently every single week. No matter what was happening, I reinvested every single dividend, letting compounding do the heavy lifting. At first, it felt slow. I started back in 2022 with just close to $75. It honestly felt like it would take forever. But after a year, I began to see the snowball effect. My account had grown to over $5,000. It still didn't feel like much, but I knew I was making real progress. Every quarter, my dividends got bigger and my portfolio kept climbing. That's when I truly realized the power of compounding. So I went all in, and I increased my weekly investments, the dividends, and the ETF growth started buying me more shares, and those new shares, they paid me even more dividends. Compound interest was doing its thing. This simple shift in mindset gave me better results than any fancy trading or stock-picking strategy I had tried. Now, nearly 4 years later, that same account, which began with just $75, has grown to over $28,000. Yielding more than $700 a year in dividends, and showing an overall growth of 39.83%. And here's the truth. None of this would have happened if I hadn't changed my mindset, if I had kept chasing quick, fake profits. This strategy has now set me up for life. If I stay consistent, keep investing in high-quality assets, and let time do its job, this account could be worth millions by the time I'm close to retiring in 30 years. All thanks to a simple, disciplined approach. So here's what finally clicked for me, and it could save you hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions over time. Number 1, the market isn't a slot machine. It's a wealth machine for the patient. Number 2, time in the market beats timing the market. Number 3, the more boring my investing got, the better my results became. I stopped chasing 20% gains in a week and started earning consistent, growing income from assets I actually trust. Not only did my portfolio recover, it grew past what I had lost, and it's more stable than ever. If you're exhausted from the emotional roller coaster of hype chasing, just remember this: you don't need to be a genius. You just need a plan, consistency, and patience. Dividends and value investing aren't flashy, but they're powerful. And when you stay the course, they start working harder than you ever could. I stopped trying to strike gold overnight, and I started building something real, and it turned out to be the best decision I've ever made. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thanks for watching.